Hi, I'm Brandi Cyrus, and you're watching BUZZNET. When I was little, I was 100% positive that I would go to the Olympics and be on the United States Equestrian team. It's actually called show jumping, and it is an Olympic sport. When I was little, I thought I would go. But yeah, I've done it since I was 6, and now my 13-year-old sister does it too. So it's something really special for us because it's really made us really close, especially because our age difference is so much, you know. It's something we do together, and it's made us really, really close as sisters, and I just love it so much. It's not something I do for anybody else, not money or anything. It's just purely because I enjoy it. Literally all I did was ride horses and go to school and work really hard on that. And even though I grew up around music, I didn't really start playing until I was 18. I was on tour with some friends of mine. They're in a band called Everlife, and they toured with my sister Miley. And so all of them, you know, they all played guitar and they all sang, and they were on this tour together, and it made me want to start playing. So I picked up a guitar and started playing with Miley on her first tour. As far as music career goes, I think probably one of the best memories I have is after the Hannah Montana movie premiere. We did that in Nashville. And my dad and Miley and I all got to share the stage, which I love doing that in general. But then also Sheryl Crow came and played with us. And I've always been a huge fan of her. Like, she's like probably one of my idols as far as female musicians go. And we also got to play with Ed King, and he's one of the writers on Sweet Home Alabama. So it was just like this epic night of all these musicians on stage together. But as far as keeping in touch and stuff, Twitter is like my main thing. It's just super easy, and that's why I love BUZZNET, is because it's really interactive to talk to fans and make friendships. I had a really special interaction with a fan in Toronto last year. Cody and I were on tour with my band Frank and Derol, and this little girl, she was like 16, I think, and she was standing outside this venue that happened to be 21 plus, and it was such a bummer. A couple of those shows were 21 and over, and we hate that because some of our fans are younger. And this little girl like took this bus, like disobeyed her parents who said she couldn't go or something, and like took this bus to just come stand outside and meet us. And so we were like, oh my gosh, like, you're so sweet, we want to try to get you in. So I went upstairs and asked the promoter, he'd probably kill me for saying this. I was like, please, 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 can she come in and just stand in the back? Like, I promise she just wants to see our set, and she'll leave. She's not gonna drink, you can watch her, like, whatever. And so we finally talked him into it, and she got to come in, and she was just so appreciative and so sweet. And that was like a special moment to like get to do something for a fan, you know? My style is pretty rocker, but like casual rocker, and a little touch of like girly boho. And I love watching Homeland. It's like a newer show that I watch. I've watched the first 2 seasons. I'm dying for the 3rd one to come back. And I always have Prison Break, like all the DVDs. It was my favorite show. Wentworth Miller's so gorgeous, and I could literally just watch like season after season after season. My iPod is currently playing the new Paramore record on repeat all the time, and I'm obsessed with it. If I could interview anyone, I would choose Mary-Kate Olsen. She is my absolute favorite person. When I was a kid, Miley and I used to watch her, the Mary-Kate and Ashley videos like over and over and over, Passport to Paris and all that, and they're my favorite. And even now, like, I just love her style, and she always dresses so great, and she's got such a good vibe. I love her. I'm very involved with Try Love in Her Arms. I've known Jamie Torkowski for a long time, almost since he started it, really. Also, though, I'm working with an organization called NY Class. Me and my sisters and my mom, we all are involved, and what they want to do is get carriage horses off the streets of New York City, because it's really, really dangerous, and you know, the treatment of them is not the best, and we would really love to try to get them off the streets, so that's another one. We don't really have family traditions per se, but there's definitely things that happen when the family gets together that usually consist of arguments. And one of my favorite ones was at my mom's birthday, and she hates celebrating her birthday. You know, I'm old, I don't want to celebrate. So, but Miley and I were like, no mom, we're taking you out to dinner, and we're going to Morton's, and we're going to have a nice family dinner. And we all were there, Trace, Brazen, Noah, everyone. And Brazen decided to get in a huge argument about whether aliens exist or not. I mean, literally, that's what we argue about. And it's literally a tradition because every holiday, it's like someone starts some ridiculous argument. I love LA and Nashville so much, but they are so different. And Nashville will always be home, but what I really love there are like my friends, and you know, friendships are super important to me. And I have friends in LA too. It's not that I don't, but it's just, I don't know, there's something special about those friendships. And it's funny, you would think the social aspect of LA would be like so glamorous and amazing, but the social scene in Nashville is so great, and everyone's really, really intentional about like hanging out and spending time, and we just always have such a great time. But in LA, I love working, and there's so many work opportunities here that you don't find in Nashville, and I like the upbeat, you know, busy pace of the city and stuff, and my family's here, so I love being close to them too.